Welcome to Gideon Grammar Booklet 1L, where the student should complete 2 pages each day. In this booklet, the student will learn subject and predicate, object pronouns, they, their, and their, and using a comma between 2 adjectives. Let's first begin with simple subject and predicate. The simple subject is the main word in the complete subject, which tells who or what the sentence is about. The simple predicate is the verb in the complete predicate, which tells what the subject does. So here's an example. The tall kid walked to school. So who or what is this sentence about? Well, it's about kid, the word kid. So what did the subject, kid, do? Kid walked. So walked would be your verb. So kid is the simple subject and walked is the simple predicate. Next, we have object pronouns. An object pronoun is used to replace a person or thing as the object of the sentence, usually after the verb. The object pronouns we are learning in this book are him, her, it, us, and them. Let's look at an example. Please give this note to Mr. Davis. So here, we could replace the person's name, Mr. Davis, with an object pronoun. So looking at our list, we know him would be the correct object pronoun to use since we're talking about a man. So please give this note to him. Here's another example. He will meet Meg and me at noon. We can replace Meg and me with the object pronoun us to make the sentence less wordy. He will meet us at noon. Next, we have they, their, and their, where the student will learn to use each in its proper context. First, we have they, which is a pronoun used to refer to more than one person or thing. In an example, Jack and Cy ride their bikes. So since we're talking about 2 people, we can replace Jack and Cy with the pronoun they. So by changing the names Jack and Cy to the pronoun they, the sentence does not change meaning. Jack and Cy ride their bikes becomes they ride their bikes. Next, we have their, which is a possessive pronoun that shows ownership. Let's look at an example. A house belonging to them would be their house. This is their house. Lastly is their, which is a contraction of they and are. This sounds the same as the possessive form of their, but it is used very differently. In this example, I think they are almost here. We can create the contraction there from they are and have a less wordy sentence. I think they're almost here. Remember to use an apostrophe in place of missing letters when forming a contraction. Lastly, we have using a comma, where the rule is 2 adjectives written together must be separated by a comma. Let's look at this example. Liz is a smart and pretty girl. Here we have 2 adjectives, smart and pretty, which are held together by the conjunction and. So if we replace and with a comma, we have a less wordy sentence. Liz is a smart, pretty girl. Remember to separate the 2 adjectives with a comma. Here's another example where we're given 3 wordy sentences. Arjun has a car. His car is new. His car is also fast. You can use this comma rule to combine several wordy sentences. So here, our subject is Arjun. The main verb is has. The rest of the sentences are exactly the same with the first part of the sentence, saying his car is, which we will eliminate. We need to be sure to include important information, like the describing words new and fast. So by eliminating repetitive and unimportant words, we go from Arjun has a car, his car is new, his car is also fast, to a much better sentence, which is Arjun has a new fast car, where new and fast are separated by a comma. In the adjective comma adjective concept, there is a special rule. A comma is not needed if one or both of the 2 adjectives is a color or number. Here's an example. I like the large blue house, where large and blue are both adjectives. but since blue is a color, a comma is not needed to separate the two adjectives. A second example, I need 10 little cups, where 10 and little are both adjectives, but since 10 is a number, a comma is not needed to separate the two adjectives.